Hello, fabulous superstar Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2024. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time. It is this month, right out of the gate, that you are likely going to be feeling quite the connection to Jupiter. Late last month, Jupiter, your ruling planet, moved into your opposite sign. And you know, I've been talking to you about this here on my YouTube channel, on my website, nadiyashah.com, and more. Having said that, though, it is at the start of this month that we reach a sweet spot as part of that 1-year transit very quickly. And that is Jupiter speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. A rare, supremely harmonious, very fortunate alignment. With Jupiter newly in your opposite sign, this is about one-on-one partnerships, whether they're professional or business or romantic, though I'll talk about love more specifically in just a little bit. And so it's over the course of the 3rd and 4th that we're going to get this supremely harmonious connection with Mercury there as well, meeting Jupiter, speaking with Pluto. If you're in the Americas, you'll start feeling this energy on the 2nd of the month. But a lot of a moment of really being able to tap into the blessing of this comes together right around the 6th of the month when we have a new moon in this same part of the sky. And that new moon in particular is hand in hand with Venus. So Venus, the ancients considered to be a lower benefic, Jupiter, the higher benefic, both in your opposite sign, speak so powerfully to blessings being facilitated in your life as a result of aligning with other people. These could be new alliances, new professional alliances. It could be established ones, but it is as a result of whom you forge alliances with now that you're able to facilitate more of all kinds of things, more prosperity and more opportunity into your life. Certainly more happiness and people with whom to share in a genuine, heartfelt, and sincere way. That may be part of the overall healing vibe of this time in a way that's rather undeniable to you. Now, that new moon on the 6th brings with it new people or new agreements that are overall very fortunate. However, Saturn is squaring this new moon, and that suggests a need for patience, a need to slow down, a need to pace yourself a little bit, even if it's hard, a need to strive to stay true to yourself, stay connected to self, a need to maybe evaluate more honestly whom alliances are, how much of your time, your sacrifice you're going to give or not towards forging particular alliances or strengthening particular alliances or not. So there may be some realities around the situation or a need for patience around a particular person, and yet you'll figure out the best steps for you. You will find your way forward. Navigating forward, it is on the 22nd of the month that we'll have this month's full moon. And the full moon takes place in a financial part of your sky, having to do with money you earn, money you spend. Self-love and self-esteem are covered here as well. So this full moon is speaking in supreme harmony with Mars. I love this energy for you, let me say. Mars is in a part of the sky that has to do with the work you are actually doing day in and day out, the activity surrounding your life. And so there is this measure of enthusiasm and excitement, but also real opportunities towards prosperity that could find you now. But I want to bring something else to your attention here. When you hear the phrase blue moon, that means a couple different things. Culturally, it tends to mean when you have 2 full moons in a given calendar month, but astrologically, a blue moon is when you have 2 full moons back to back in the same sign. And it is this full moon that's setting the stage for next month's full moon, which is going to be a blue moon. This full moon happens at the very beginning of its respective sign next month, You're also going to get a full moon in a financial part of your sky, but at the very end of the sign. And what that suggests is right now, as much as there's opportunity, there's culmination, there's a sense of being more honest with yourself of what you're really wanting and what you're really wanting to do to create prosperity. There's also a sense of you being at a beginning. And that can be exciting. There is fruition, there is likely real opportunity, but there's also the chance to begin something in a meaningful way that you will more fully understand and be able to more fully have manifestation occur once we get you to next month's full moon, and I'll be here to talk about it every step of the way. The 29th of the month is when Saturn will go retrograde. Saturn continues to move through the foundation of your chart, having to do with your past, your living situation, your family of origin. With Saturn, there's always a measure of needing to be honest with yourself, needing to be truthful with yourself, even if it's hard. As Saturn invites a reality check, and it may be related to your living situation, but it may also be a type of resolution, a type of reckoning with your own past and needing to forgive where it feels right, needing to accept where that feels right. So whether it is practical changes taking place to your living situation, where you're living, where you'd rather be living, and getting honest with yourself about that, or whether it's more oriented around a depth of understanding of appreciation into self, into your own journey, or maybe it has to do with your relationship with your parents, where that applies. There's a chance to get real here, a chance to be searingly honest with you as to what you consider home, whom you consider family, and how you can strengthen all of that so that you feel you have a solid foundation from which to continue to grow and feel that much stronger. Now, where it comes to matters of love, the new moon in your opposite sign is huge, but you add Jupiter into the mix, Venus into the mix. Jupiter trine Pluto is a huge moment in the context of love, but then you add the energy of a new moon. And I have to say, someone is there to help you to understand where you are in love and how you feel about it. There's also an awareness of the limitations you have over another person and in love as well. That's a part of what love involves. It involves a measure of restriction, a measure of limitation. Now, having said that, for those of you open to meeting someone new, there will be someone there to help you to understand where you are in love and how you feel about it. I think of the energies here as incredible for connecting with someone new. However, there is a need for patience. And there might be a part of you that feels like you want to take things slower, or want to take a step back, or, want to feel things out a little bit to see if there's potential here. And you want to trust that instinct. Because there's so much energy here that says all systems go, jumping in. But there's also an energy that's saying, what are you really wanting, especially long term? And that ultimately is going to help you to find the right balance as you interact with new people, especially in the first part of the month at this time. For those of you just starting to date someone, is this person partnership material? You're getting honest with yourself about that. If they are partnership material, this is where you feel like you're in it for the longer haul. You're in it to be patient, to do the work, and to see how things unfold. But if it is that you can see that isn't necessarily the case, I think you'll be making some choice, some decision as to whether or not it's even worth navigating forward with. And that new moon might end up being one of consequence. And for those of you in an established bond, well, the overwhelming majority are going to find this a time of healing energy, of a depth of commitment energy coming in the context of your one-on-one alliance. So, I like to say pace yourself and be yourself, but yeah, if you've already got that commitment there, this is about really seeing what that commitment means to you, strengthening the bond. For a very small percentage of Sagittarius, if you felt for a while that maybe you're not in the right relationship for you, the transformative quality of this time does suggest that this is where You're connecting with faith in love itself enough to figure out the practicalities of going another way. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I'm going to say I love the energy of, well, Jupiter in your opposite sign is a really, really big deal, but Jupiter trine Pluto is so special. So that supremely harmonious connection between Jupiter and Pluto happens twice in any given 14-year period. That's how rare it is. And so this is your moment. This is a moment for you to understand whom you're connected with, how you feel about the one-on-one alliances in your life, how they bless your life, or where it is now you're ready to have them transform into something else or welcome in new people. And people really do want to partner up with you personally or professionally. It is by aligning with others that even more possibilities open up for you now. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded, exclusive video scopes. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.